Okay, I need you to emotionally prepare for the most dopamine-filled backpack you've ever seen. Probably. I literally created this Tangled Nightmare for B-roll footage. Hello everyone, welcome to the crafting realm, where we tumble into all things crafts, making handmade magic one craft at a time. Alrighty, this is a craft we will be making today and tomorrow. It took me 2 days of work with breaks, or if you're fueled by girl meals of iced coffee and have a questionable relationship with your wrist, 1 day of consecutive work. This is a craft you can do in your bed. I am, because it's raining all weekend, which makes this the perfect project. So chill in your bed and make this rainbow drawstring backpack along with me. I crocheted it, I'll style it, and now I'm going to show you how you can make one too, or at least admire it from afar. Okay, let's get into the good stuff. Yarn. I used size 4 medium acrylic yarn from Red Heart Super Saver. Each color represents a vibe. Cherry red represents power. Pumpkin orange represents gratitude. I have this little ball of orange so we can play yarn roulette, so we might not even get into this game. Bright yellow, according to Walmart, I checked, represents my overbearing optimism. Spring green gives plant mom energy. Turquoise blue represents my introverted phase. Orchid purple, me in my main character era. And finally, pretty in pink. She's a vibe all in herself. So vibrant, which is what I made Pildred out of. This is Pildred. I saw something like this in a claw machine, but it was in an impossible spot, but I needed it. So I made it. And this is Pilfred, made in pumpkin. Be sure to check out that video if it's not already made. Subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified when it is, showing you how to make your own pillow and what these little accessories are. Okay, I got a little sidetracked. Let's get started on the project. For supplies, you will need scissors, a 4.25 millimeter hook, and of course your yarn. I'll also have my pattern book with me as reference. For this backpack, I want to start with pink, then go pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And you can use whatever colors you want. If you don't already have 700 skeins of yarn prepared, because you're about to become that person. Okay, let's start with the base. I'll be using pink. You make a slip knot and put it on your hook. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Insert hook into the first chain and slip stitch to form a circle. Chain 3. Had to think there for a second. 1, 2, 3. Then double crochet 2 inside the circle that we formed. 1, 2. Chain 2. Double crochet 3. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and do this 2 more times. Connect your work with a slip stitch in the last chain of the 3 that we made in the beginning of the round. Cut your yarn. Next color I'm using is purple. Make a slip knot and put it on your hook. And before adding it to your work, make sure to flip it, turn it to the back side. Then connect your work by inserting your hook into the second chain of any of the corners and attach with a slip stitch. Pull it tight and chain 3. Double crochet 2. 1, 2. Move to the next corner space and double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, all in that same space. Repeat for the next 2 spaces. In the first corner space we started in, double crochet 3, chain 2, and connect your work in the last chain of the 3 from the beginning of the round with a slip stitch. Get in there. Okay, pull it tight and cut your yarn. I recommend cutting the ends as you go, or you may not want to later. I know I still have some projects I haven't cut the ends off of, and I don't know if I'll ever get to it. Next color is blue. After this round, this will be the process for the rest of the panel. Slip knot, attach to your hook, slip stitch in the second chain of any of the corners after you flip your work. Attach with a slip stitch, chain 3, double crochet 2, whoopsie, 1 and 2. In the side space, double crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3. Move to the corner space, double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3, and repeat. Now it's super easy, repetitive, and just perfect for watching Netflix and forgetting you're an adult. I recommend pulling out some yarn before crocheting with it. It makes it easy, and then you aren't doing this little move here I'm doing. Yeah, just pull it out. I love this project because there's very little to no counting. I always forget or lose track, then wind up having to recount. After each round or color, you will have more side spaces to crochet in. Cut those ends. Okay, next color is green. And while we're watching this video, here are some fun facts about crochet. People who crochet are called crochetists, crocheters, fabric artists, or if you're spicy, hookers. The word crochet comes from the French word croche, meaning hook. So yes, we're all just little fancy hookers. Studies show crafting lowers stress and anxiety. So this rainbow backpack, technically therapy. You're welcome. There are people out there who think crochet and knitting are the same thing. We don't judge, never. We just silently stitch while correcting them in our minds. The oldest form of crochet is the slip stitch as we know it today. Back then, it was known as shepherd's knitting. The oldest known crochet samples date back to the 1800s. That's right, Victorians were out there hooking before us. That was my ceiling TV. Crocheters don't make mistakes. They make design changes. Unless you're me and you unwind all of your work and go back to the original design. That's all for the facts. Here is some lo-fi music for you to enjoy by The Relaxed Movement. Make 2 of these panels. this will be the final round of orange. We'll see if the ball lasts us. And here's my kitty. She comes to play with the ball. I think that will last us the rest of the round. She's so cute. Just look at her. Oh, babies. This is how much yarn I had left. Looks like I won this round. If you've never been this proud of a rectangle, are you even crocheting? Okay, so I add a border of 2 colors, one being pink and the other being purple. I attach my yarn in one of the corners. Then I half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. First I do the color pink, then I do the same with the color purple. I pulled my yarn a little too tight there and ended up breaking it at the very end, too close to the work, so I took it apart and do this little trick I do to connect my yarn from my work to the yarn from the skein. I do this by tying a knot from the yarn of my work onto the yarn of the skein and doing the same thing with the yarn from the skein onto the yarn of the work, and then pulling the yarn so the 2 knots meet. Boop. In the process of bordering the other panel, I noticed this cool little light trick from my ring light passing through the holes on the panel. So cool. Now that both panels are finished, we can now crochet them together. Line up the corners and just pick whatever corner you want to start sewing or crocheting it together. I'm going to be going through the innermost parts of the V. So I'm not going to crochet through the whole stitch. I'm only going through the inner V's, and it'll give it this really cool lip to the backpack. I'm doing this in blue, and I will be single crocheting all the way around until the other side. Don't go all the way around, leave an opening at the top. This is that lip I was telling you about. Very cool, adds like some texture to the backpack. Now I'm just checking that I stopped at a good point to start half double crocheting all the way around the top of the backpack. Here I noticed I needed to crochet the side of the backpack one more time, so I just do it real quick and then I start half double crocheting again. After the first half double crochet of the round, I connect to the first with a slip stitch. Slip stitch in the first half double crochet to kind of connect the work. Do 2 rounds of half double crochets, then we'll do a round of double crochets to create little spaces for our drawstring to be weaved in and out of. I noticed it was a little wide on the end here where we first started the double crochets, so I decreased 2 times and slip stitched to connect the round. Now we're beginning the straps. Pull out a little bit so you can use this to sew it to the backpack. Then form a slip knot and attach it to your hook. Chain 10 . Three chains away from the hook, insert your hook, so that'd be the 4th chain, and double crochet 7 times. That last chain can be a pain. Chain 3, turn your work and go back down, skip 1 and go back down the other side, and repeat this for about 42 to 46 times depending on how long you want your straps. And before you cut your strap from the yarn, we're going to crochet it onto our backpack about 4 spaces from the corner. Line up your stitches, and we're just going to slip stitch the strap onto the backpack. Line up your strap going down. I kind of did this little technique to make sure it was straight. And just do the same thing, then weave in your ends and cut off the excess. Repeat for the 2nd strap, and we'll move on to the drawstring. For the drawstring string, we will chain 200 in whatever color you want, and then weave it into the backpack between the double crochets. And now your rainbow backpack is all finished. Yay! I will be modeling it to provide some styling options. Before I model it, if you make this backpack, I would love to see it. Tag the Crafting Realm, or if you don't want to make this backpack, you can find it on my Etsy account, available for purchase, along with a PDF if you need help with any of the instructions along the way. Thank you for joining me in making this craft. Tag along for other crafts in the future at the Crafting Realm. Okay, I thought I'd start off with the ironic look of all black in the rainbow backpack. Here are two options. I thought I liked this look, but I think I like this look better with the rainbow backpack against the white. It looks like so vibrant, it pops just beautifully. This is another outfit that I really like with the rainbow backpack, with the nature colors and the rainbow. I think they just go very well together. This is one of my favorite spring outfits with the daisies. Here again, the rainbow looks very good with the white. And this is a festive outfit. It's a St. Patty's Day outfit. It goes perfect with the rainbow and the green. Thanks again for watching. See you next time, besties.